Like, he wanted to try to paint me out to be this crazy person that I'm not. But it's not the first time, and hopefully it'll be the last.
Yeah, so basically just trying to, number one, stop wasting my money on lawyers. So the amount of money that I sent you, that's the number you cool with, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna put an agreement together and we'll agree on that and we can end this lawyer.
Period.
Okay,
I'm
so
with
that's
that.
where I'm at.
All right. Well, there we have it.
Rasheeda had always been a woman of strength, grace, and resilience, but even the strongest hearts have their limits. After years of ups and downs with her husband, Kirk Frost, the moment she had been dreading finally arrived. The endless cycle of betrayal, heartbreak, and deceit had worn her down. This time there would be no turning back, she was done. Kirk, the man she once trusted with her whole heart, had crossed a line her love could no longer mend. This wasn't the first time rumors of his infidelity had turned out to be true. Over the years, whispers had followed Kirk's name, especially surrounding Jasmine Washington, the woman who became the center of their latest troubles. Despite his countless promises to change, his actions always spoke louder than his empty words. One fateful evening, Rasheeda sat alone at home, scrolling through her phone. Her heart raced as she opened messages exchanged between Kirk and Jasmine. Each text revealed more than just flirtations. They were personal, intimate, and painful reminders of how little respect he had for her. Worse still, it wasn't a one-time mistake. Kirk had continued the affair, and Rasheeda now had undeniable proof of his deceit. The confirmation hit like a punch to the gut, her worst fears laid bare. For a moment, the pain was suffocating. But beneath the heartbreak, a quiet clarity emerged. Rasheeda had survived the highs and lows of their marriage, business ventures, raising their children, moments of joy, and times of struggle. But the constant betrayals had chipped away at her soul. She could no longer be the last to know. She could no longer let him tear her down only to beg for forgiveness after every mistake. Standing in front of the mirror, she stared at her reflection. Once, she couldn't imagine life without Kirk. Now the weight of his lies crushed any remaining hope she had for their future together. Her love hadn't vanished overnight, but the respect, the foundation of any lasting relationship, was gone. And without respect, there was no marriage worth saving. By morning, Rasheeda made her decision. She wasn't going to keep fighting for something Kirk wasn't willing to protect himself. With a heavy heart but firm resolve, she packed her things. Every step toward the door felt both heartbreaking and empowering. The life they had built together, the shared memories, the successes, and the moments of love, was now a chapter she had to close to reclaim her own peace and happiness. When Kirk returned home and saw the empty spaces where Rasheeda's belongings had once been, the weight of his actions finally hit him. The silence echoed with the loss of a woman who had stood by him through every storm, forgiving far more than he deserved. But this time it was too late. Rasheeda had given him chance after chance, hoping he would choose her, hoping he would rise above his selfish choices. Now, for the first time, she was choosing herself. As she walked away from the life they shared, a strange sense of freedom filled her. She wasn't just leaving a man, she was reclaiming her life, her dignity, and her future. The road ahead was unknown, filled with uncertainty, but it no longer frightened her. The weight of betrayal had been lifted, and with each step forward, she felt lighter. Her journey wasn't just about ending a marriage. It was about rediscovering who she was beyond the title of wife and the shadow of Kirk's choices. She was more than the woman standing behind him, more than the sacrifices she had made for love. She was her own person, ready to embrace a future where her happiness came first. There would be no easy fixes, no quick remedies for the hurt she had endured. Healing would take time and scars would remain. But Rasheeda knew that every scar was a reminder of her strength, a testament to the battles she had fought and won. In reclaiming her independence, she found a strength far greater than the pain that had once consumed her. Her story wasn't defined by Kirk's betrayals. It was defined by her courage to walk away, to demand the respect she deserved, and to build a life on her own terms. Rasheeda's journey had been filled with heartbreak, but it was also filled with hope, the kind of hope that comes when you realize your worth and refuse to settle for anything less. And so with her head held high, she faced the unknown. Not as a woman broken by love, but as one who had risen above it, stronger, wiser, and ready to write her own story.
You haven't signed anything, and he hasn't signed anything yet.
No.
Is that because are you guys still trying to work it out, or does it just make more sense for you guys to just be separated right now?
Well, the thing is, we've sat and had a conversation about trying to maybe not do it through attorneys and see if we can come to some type of agreement, that way. And at the same time, I also feel like, and it's not even the point of just trying to work it out, but I'm also like, I'm at a place where I'm like, okay, I pretty much kind of got the information, and am I ready to serve him with these papers? This is the first time something like this has happened in our marriage, and I'm feeling like, okay, is the answer immediately, although it's all this crazy stuff that's happened, is the answer immediately divorce, step into this place, or is it, let's try to figure out if we're going to just separate and try to work out percentages, things like to that nature. So that's kind of where it is right now. Just maybe considering not having to do an actual divorce, but just at this moment, but just figuring out what we want to do and see if we want to go ahead and take it to the divorce line later, or that may not be the case. As of right now, who's to say? My main concern ain't even just the fact of filing the divorce. It's just about trying to, stay focused, not overstress myself, and get ready for this baby, whether he's a part of the situation or not.
We need to have a candid conversation.
Okay. Here we go.
Rasheeda walked away the moment she saw me with her head down. Let's be honest, she can't even face me. But I'm not surprised to see that Kirk and Rasheeda made up. That woman will jump in the casket with him. You don't know because you don't.
I do know. I'm not.
So the agreement was that you get Cannon the third weekend of every month. Do you do that?
No, we didn't really agree to that because the last time...
It's signed on paper.
This is what I just want to say. It's not gonna ever be exactly what you want it to be. But
I
one
get
thing
that
you
now.
ain't gonna never, ever, ever have to question or worry about is that boy getting the love and the same treatment as all the other kids when he's around.
Kirk ended up saying something flirty after Rasheeda stood up. It seemed like he was still messing with Jasmine behind the scenes.
I've always been concerned, and I've always loved him since the first day I
heard from you.
You don't have to hear from me because Cannon knows what's up. That's all that matters.
You understand why it's a little weird now.
But it's not weird.
Because
no, it's genuine.
Now all of a sudden,
I always been there since I decided to forgive this. If I forgave him, I got to take everything that comes with it, and that's Cannon. Y'all figure some out so we can get this boy on track like he need to be on.
There we go with the book.
I can't believe this.
What the going on right now? How the will she just pull up at your event like it's nothing?
Don't even.
Yeah, your event.
I can't believe it. Like, you just pull up and you're here. Like, what bullshit are you on now? Like, what the is this? Of course, I don't want to hear, but if I say something to it, it's gonna cause a bigger scene. So I'm gonna ignore her ass and keep it moving.
You here? I'm here. Who invited her? I know her and I argued at Diamond's bachelor party the other day, but she came up to me and be nice to me, so I'm gonna be nice too. Are you good? I'm good. But you know me, I'm cordial with her to get the tea. Are you gonna go over there and talk to Rasheeda? Because a conversation needs to be had.
I don't have nothing to say to that lady. I don't.
She don't technically owe her. She didn't take a bow.
You came to the party, so if you come to the party...
Who comes to a party and says like that?
Yeah, that
no,
is
but why come at all?
I'm here tonight because I was invited. The easiest way to get rid of me is to tell the truth. I wasn't even gonna do this. I swear to God, I wasn't gonna out him, nothing. I'm doing this because he tried to say that I come to the door in my birthday suit. And that is never the case. But since you wanna go there, let's go there. You wanna make me look crazy by your lies, I'm gonna make you look crazy by my truth. So that's all it is for me. Like, you took it there, and now let's go there.
Well, you're here, so are you gonna address the situation or not?
I don't feel like I owe her that. It's not my job.
Well, then I'm gonna go talk to Rasheeda and show her the receipts. Let me see your phone again.
You wanna see my phone again?
Yes. One more time.
The same message as the other day.
Yeah.
This is the text message between me and Kirk. He says, so-and-so amount if we... This is not a one-time thing. I'm telling y'all, this tried to put me on several occasions. He's been proven time and time again to lie about When have I ever been proven wrong?
You don't have a reason to lie.
I don't have a reason to lie.